what are the different change processes that we have? When then is one. This is when you want to restructure the client's thoughts. Clear till here? Second, there are places where clients, when they are sitting with you and talking to you, they are feeling very anxious, right? Now we said that we can allow them to talk, and then we can do the we can do the abstract drawing metaphor that we want to do. But at times you want to have an intervention which will be easier, which will be faster for the client, so that they can calm down more quickly. Have you ever had a situation where a client came to you, they were feeling so angry or so anxious that you really had to do something in that moment to calm them down first, even before they could talk? Yes, no?
Yeah, so rapport building, as you said.
So in top of rapport building, we will add release metaphors.
Okay.
Now, what is a release metaphor? So Mamta, what I want you to do is, this is hypothetical, so you don't need to get anxious, but I'm just simply demonstrating the idea. So let's assume for a moment that Mamta is someone who is sitting in front of me with anxiety, right? I would tell her, all right, so before we go ahead, can you just observe your breath? They say yes. Okay. And then Mamta, can you tell me where in the body do you feel you're experiencing that anxiety?
Forehead.
Forehead. And if I were to ask you to give a color to the forehead where you're experiencing that anxiety, would you be able to give one color?
A deep purple.
Perfect. So what I want you to do is breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And as you exhale, exhale that deep purple color out of your mouth and out of your system. And once you're able to do that, slowly open your eyes and come back to the present. So what is the process clear for all of you, what we have done?
Yeah.
Use this when the client is already feeling anxious. Now, the advantage of this process is also that when you're asking her to breathe out through her mouth, whether she likes it or not, she's focusing on the breath. When people are focusing on the breath, there's a natural tendency for the body to relax. So you're actually helping the client relax without really using the word relax.
Okay.
Will we all be able to do this with each other?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
no? Yes?
Technique called? What is the technique called?
This is a release metaphor. You have variations of it, so you can blow into the balloon. So it can be called the balloon process. Then there are some people who would say that give it a color and blow it into a white light. White light is coming from the sky and taking it away from you. So there can be a lot of variation, but eventually the idea is that the client has something in the system. You're converting it into a metaphor, and then you're releasing it by breathing it out. There is a possibility where a client may say, I don't see a color, but it's like a liquid, or it's like a gas. They will give their own definition of what's happening in their body. You can ask them, so what do you need to do so that you can release it? Let them identify what they can do to release it. They will. And then help them do it, and then ask them to do it.
What if the client says, like, I'll convert it into different colors, maybe color pencils, and I'll use it later on to sketch or drawing?
if the client says I have converted into different colors and I am now comfortable enough to proceed with what you want to do, then that's good enough. See, again, the objective of the release process is not that you're helping the client overcome anxiety completely. This is just a temporary relief that they are getting so that they can continue the session with you.
Okay.
Right? नहीं तो otherwise क्या होता है बहुत सी बार, you want the client to define a problem but the client is so much in an anxious state that they are just not even able to think about the problem. So the objective of the release process is not a resolution. It's to provide the client a temporary relief so that you can help them define the problem, the outcome, and then move towards the thought management process and so on. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Then the next process that you do with clients, because at times when you ask them to convert it into color, ये भी उनके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाता है. They're so anxious that even this is too much to ask for. So what you do is you use mindfulness. Now, what do I mean by mindfulness? Anyone?
Living in present.
Being in the present moment.
So how do you help the client get into the present moment?
Yeah, so there's a technique
The
that
objects.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect. Can you say that again? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the sense?
Yeah, so 5 things you see in your surrounding, 4 sounds which you hear, 3 smells you can, 2 things you touch, 1 thing you can eat if there are any.
Perfect. So this is one way of doing it, where when the client is very anxious, you tell the client that, all right, before we go ahead, can you just tell me what are the things that you're able to see around you? Maybe 5 things. Who wants to do this right now quickly? Okay. So Sunita ji, if you could just look around and tell me what are the 5 things that you're able to see?
TV, table lamp, pillows, books, my laptop.
Okay. 4 sounds that you're able to hear around you?
I'm having this noise filter so I can hear you.
Perfect.
Only.
Acha, you have the noise filter on right now.
And a little bit of fan.
Little bit of fan.
Fan.
Just see if you could notice something else, probably if you were to notice closely. The sound of your breath, the sound of your heartbeat. There could be like so many things that.
Give this example.
You, in her case, because she's actually wearing the earphone, which is cancelling all the external noises, is why I gave it. But otherwise, when the client is there are enough sounds that are there in your
so
environment.
Maybe the birds chirping outside.
Perfect. And the 3 sensations that you can feel in your body?
The heaviness on my legs, stiffness on my lower back, and little bit of tiredness here.
Okay. Any smells that you can smell? 2 smells?
I can't smell. It's just regular. My own breath, that's it.
Okay. All right. See, again, remember the objective of this process is not necessarily for the client to give us the answer. We are actually distracting the client.
Yes.
That rather than they being in their head where they're feeling anxious. So when a client says that I'm not able to smell anything, even then their focus has gone outside because they're trying to notice what they are able to smell or what they're not able to smell. So even when it doesn't work, it actually works.
You're bringing them back to that.
Correct. You're bringing them back into the present moment. Is the idea clear till here?
Yes.
Yes. We actually do a variation of this because it also allows us to combine this with the release metaphor. It's called the Betty Erickson induction method. It's actually a hypnotic induction method, but it's based on mindfulness and it's very effective. So the method is you ask the client, and that's what you will practice with each other right now. So the method is you will ask the client to tell you 3 things that they can see with their eyes open. 3 things that they can hear. And 3 sensations that they can feel. Then 2 things that they can see, two things that they can hear and two things that they can feel. Finally, one thing that they can see, one thing that they can hear, and one thing that they can feel. Then you will ask them to close their eyes and repeat the same process with their eyes closed. Three things, two things, one thing. So who wants to be a demo for this one? Okay. So Prapti, would you be able to, with your eyes open, just tell me the three things that you can see around you? आपका म्यूट पे
Book, a glass of water, and pen.
Three things that you can hear.
Rain, yourself, and some TV playing in the background.
Okay. Three things that you can feel, three sensations in your body.
Heaviness on my stomach.
Hmm.
Stiffness on my back.
Hmm.
And a little pain in my tummy.
Okay. And we'll do this with our eyes open now. Okay. Two things that you can see.
AC remote.
Hmm.
And computer mouse.
Two things that you can hear.
Rain.
Hmm.
And your voice.
Two things that you can feel with your eyes open.
In the moment.
Hmm. Sensations.
Sensation. Stiff.
Hmm.
And comfortable.
Body sensation.
Stiff and a little pain.
Okay. One thing that you can see.
A computer screen.
One thing that you can hear.
Your voice.
One thing that you can feel.
Focus.
Sensation.
Stiffness.
And then you can close your eyes and tell me about three things that you would like to see with your eyes closed, or that you're able to see with your eyes closed.
Rain.
Hmm.
The computer screen.
Hmm.
And black color.
Okay. Three things that you are able to hear with your eyes closed.
Rain, your voice, and TV background.
Three things that you can feel in terms of sensations in your body.
Stiffness on my back.
Hmm.
Pain in my leg.
Hmm.
And a little pain in my stomach.
Two things that you can see with your eyes closed, or you would like to see.
Like to see the rain.
Hmm.
Like to see my daughter.
Two things that you are able to hear with your eyes closed.
TV and your noise.
Two things
Your
that you
voice.
can feel in terms of sensations.
Yeah, pain in my leg. and stiffness in my back.
One thing that you would like to see?
My daughter.
One thing that you would like to feel? One thing that you would like to hear?
Don't want to hear anything. Or maybe rain.
Okay. And one thing that you would like to feel in terms of sensation?
Would like to feel.
Or that you're feeling in terms of sensation. Both is okay.
Feeling less stiff on my back.
What will be the opposite of stiff?
Yeah, relax.
Okay. So as you notice that stiffness in your back, just observe that stiffness with your eyes closed. And if I were to ask you to give it a color, what color would you give it?
Black.
Perfect. So I want you to just observe that black color in your back. And then breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And as you breathe out, just see if you can breathe out that black color. And as you begin to breathe that black color out, notice that the back is becoming a bit more relaxed, a bit more comfortable. Once you're able to release that completely, then nod your head and let me know. Yes, brilliant. And then just notice the back and let me know, is it feeling more comfortable? Super. And then I would like you to slowly bring both your hands together, rub them, close it, bring it closer to your eyes, feel the warmth in your eyes, and then open your eyes. And have a sip of water. Okay, so what I did was I took the Betty Erickson method for mindfulness, connected it to the release metaphor, and helped her release the feeling. Right? Obviously, right now, because she was not anxious, I began with whatever discomfort she had and I helped her release that discomfort. With anxiety client, you're going to help them release the anxiety. Is this question clear? Is this process clear for all of you?
So that question that in the beginning, a 3, 2, 1 is all with open eyes, and after that 3, 2, 1 is with closed eyes, right?
Correct.
So in the beginning, you were saying 3 things that you can see, can, and then after closing eyes, you came to you would like to see, would look like to see.
So I said actually both. You can see or you would like to see. Because what happens is when you ask people to close their eyes,
then they,
at times they when you say what you can see, so they end up saying कि आंखें बंद है तो कैसे दिखेगा?
कैसे देखो? I think that is better, and that will bring lot of things also.
Correct. And in fact, what it also does is, because when you do this, when you ask the client what you would like to see, eventually the client talks about something that they would enjoy seeing. So for example, she spoke about her daughter.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if someone was anxious and during the process they can remember that they would like to see their daughter, the chances are just the thought of the daughter would help them feel better.
Okay. Yeah, they will think of that thing only, which will help them feel better.
Correct.
Good. Great.
So the last way, what you did was you the 3, 2, 1 when it happened when we closed the eyes. Then you told me that give color to that stiffness, right? What I feel, and then I was releasing the stiffness, the color through my back.
Wherever you want to release it from.
Inhale, exhale till I feel light.
Correct. The idea is for the client to release it. Generally, we say breathe it out through your mouth because that's more logical for them. कि अच्छा breathe करूँगा तो मुंह से बाहर निकल जाएगा.
So isn't it you're taking away the attention from that pain? It's not that कि pain physiologically या जो भी है वो जाएगा, but you're shifting the attention because maybe I'm focusing on my pain. So for a moment, my attention from that pain goes away, and that makes me feel
No.
I'm
So what
relieved of
happens
pain?
is when people experience pain,
Hmm.
pain is generally a result of stiffness of muscles.
Hmm.
So when the muscles relax,
Hmm.
the pain would automatically reduce. So it's not just that you're
Right.
distracting yourself, the relaxation of the muscles actually physiologically reduce the impact of pain. Right? So when you ask her to release the color through her mouth,
Wow.
while she is mentally releasing the color, she's focusing on her breath. And there's a natural tendency for the body that when you're focusing on your breath becomes deeper. And when your breath becomes deeper while you're focusing on a particular part of the body, the muscles in that part
Muscles
of the
are
body
relaxed.
naturally have a tendency to relax.
Okay.
Right? So you're actually helping them relax without really using the word relaxation. And that's the beauty of the entire thing. Otherwise, telling the client to relax can actually bother them even more. कि अगर मुझे पता होता कैसे relax होना तो मैं आपके पास आता क्यों?
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Are we good till here?
Yes.
So we move back to when then statement. Now, what you have done is you've helped the client define the problem. You've helped them define the outcome. In that, you've also identified what their trigger is and what their feeling is. Correct till here? You've done all of this?
When then? I don't understand when then.
When then is what we are doing now.
Oh, okay.
Here in the fourth, you've written mindfulness through see 5 things.
Here, 4 things, feel 3 things, 2 things that you can smell, 1 thing that you can
It's
taste.
not 5 things. See 5 things. Here 5 things, and here.
No,
It's
that's
not
the Betty Erickson method. So in the Betty Erickson method, what we did was
yeah.
3
3,
things.
4, 3, 2 things.
See, here, see. Then 2
2
things.
and 1.
See here, feel. Then 1 thing, see here, feel. This is with eyes open.
Then you have to follow it with eyes closed. That's what you did. First with eyes open, then the same set with eyes closed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Clear? Any questions on this?
So here in mindfulness, see 5 things, hear 4 things, and then that's it.
See 5 things, hear 4 things, feel 3 things, smell 2 things, taste 1 thing. So basically you're helping them again focus on that one last thing that they want to. I prefer the Betty Erickson method more than the 4th one, but it's a personal choice and it also depends upon what the client is able to do. So I have never actually faced any difficulty with the Betty Erickson method per se. Is this clear till here?
Can you just complete the sentence mindfulness, because I'm not aware of this. 5,
The,
4.
the one that I was doing with you.
Okay. 5, 1, 4, 3 things. Okay. Smell. And taste. Acha, 5 senses. Got it.
Is this clear?
Yeah.